So guys, I'm doing this video. This is for all the Filipino passport holder. If you are a foreigner, if you are a Filipino that holds non-dual passport, like if you only hold a Belgian passport, this is not for you. So I am talking about the Filipinos who have Philippines passport. For the dual citizenship Filipinos, that means even if you are a passport holder to the country that you are living in right now, but you at the same time you still have a Filipino passport, you can still enter the Philippines. So these guidelines are for you. OFWs also can go to the Philippines, but I'm not going to talk about the guidelines for OFWs because I'm not an OFW. They have a different guideline. It's only for the Filipinos, residents of other countries with Philippines passport. Okay? I know it's not a rocket science, but it's very simple to understand as long as you know all the papers, the forms that you are going to submit upon checking in, and also when you are in the Philippines, what do you need to already sign beforehand so you can get out quicker from the airport and going to your hotel. So guys, stay tuned and don't miss anything because one paper is very important. Hello, kakailian! Welcome back to my channel, Igorota sa Europa. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the protocol that I have followed when I entered the Philippines. And kakailian, you need to take note that as long as the National Task Force for COVID-19 did not announce any changes for the protocol, you will still follow this guideline. The protocols for entering the Philippines may always subject to change because they change the protocols depending on the cases in the Philippines. Okay guys, so I hope this video helps and will help you in your future travel. Keep safe everyone. Hey guys, so it's a Saturday morning on the 20th of March, and today is my flight going to the Philippines. And now, as you can see, I'm in the airport, but there's not a lot of people here, so I'm gonna show you around. Look at that. There's no people. There are only limited flights, so it's easier to check in with all these luggages. Have so it says that I'm going to check in on the 10th. No. Welcome back to my channel, Igorota sa Europa. And today I'm already doing this vlog because there's a lot of super public requests that I have to answer their questions. Because I love you so much, I'm going to do this for you. At para na rin hindi ko makalimutan yung mga steps na ginawa ko sa pagpasok sa Pilipinas from Brussels, Belgium to Dubai International Airport and to Clark International Airport. Oh, by the way guys, before I have to explain everything, I am a Filipino passport holder. That's why I can enter the Philippines. They are talking about the third wave of this pandemic in Belgium, and I think also in the Philippines, and not only in Belgium and not only in the whole Philippines, but all around the globe. And we all know that the coronavirus infections are rising again. Kailan ba matatapos ang pandemic na to? Because it's really very difficult, super stressing, costs a lot of money. I'm going to explain you the steps that I have undergone and the forms that I have filled up to be entering the Philippines. Makinig kayo mabuti para hindi po repetitive yung mga questions natin. Alright? But if you have other questions that I did not answer in this video, you can send me a message or comment on the video or just comment below. So guys, enjoy! Before anything else, guys, the first thing that you should do before you travel is you go to your doctor and have a PCR test. You should present a negative result of your PCR test at the airport, and that is no longer than 72 hours, as well in Dubai, because I'm stopping over in Dubai International Airport. I also need to present a negative result of my COVID test. And how to be covered until 72 hours. Example, I had a flight on March 20 and I arrived in Dubai and in Clark on March 21. So what I did, I had a PCR test on March 18. I had the result on March 19. So I was good to go on March 20 that I will be covered until March 21. We're on the way to the airport. And I just can't hide it. I'm gonna check in on the 10th row. I hope it's already open. So while I was falling in line here, I already prepared the necessary documents that they need before they check me in. Number 1 is my Philippines passport. Number 2 is the copy of your negative test result. Be careful, they don't accept electronic test result. You need to present a hard copy of your result. Number 3 is a copy of your sworn statement that states the purpose of your travel with your signature on it. You can download this form at www.info-coronavirus.ba. Number 4 is the confirmation of your hotel booking in the Philippines. As you can see in my email, I have 7 nights reservation and 8 days. And because I'm not an OFW, I shouldered all my hotel reservation. You can find a list of the accredited quarantine hotels in the website of Bureau of Quarantine, and you can specify your destination airport. I have the right to take with me 45 kilos of checked-in luggage and 10 kilos of, or 7 to 10 kilos of hand carry. But I did have an overweight, and so the other stuff, I gave it all to the other people in the airport because the person who dropped me to the airport already left. That's why I couldn't give it to him. And also I have to pay 800 euros extra luggage. I don't want to throw all my stuff. I already entered the immigration, the customs, everything is like organized already, and I was just about to board the plane and they did not let me enter, and they were like not so happy that I have a lot of luggages with me. They were like forcing me to throw all my stuff. I said no, I don't want to throw because these are things that I really need, and I don't know why do they have to also weigh my laptops and everything electronics. I don't think that this is not included with the hand carry, right? This is something electronic that I put it in my backpack, and then I have a luggage with me which is like 11 kilos, but then they didn't let me enter with that. And I have some small bags and they have to weigh them all, and it amounted to like 30 kilos, and 30 kilos times 28 euros per kilo.
It's like 800 euros.
And I have to pay them all. Yung baon ko sa Pilipinas, nabayad ko lahat, but I hope I can arrange this with the airline after. They were not so good because they said I am delaying the flight. That's why I have to pay it immediately with my MasterCard. And so that's why I entered the plane. But then when I entered the plane, I will show you again in this picture that, and in this video as well, that there were in my cabin, we were like only 10 passengers in that cabin. So all in all, I think passengers going to Dubai, we are in total 200 people, and this is not allowed for a big plane. And they did not allow me to take my small bags with me. I have to check them in. So crazy, right? Like in my lane. So in that lane, it can normally contain like 40 people, but we were only 3. So this is not so considerate of them. Okay, I understand because of the pandemic, of course there's not a lot of people traveling and it doesn't give a lot of money, but still they should have considered a bit. And they were like screaming at my face. I was already stressed. I was crying in the airport because 800 euros is a lot of money, and 800 euros is more expensive than my flight ticket, which is 751 euros only. And for the excess luggage is like 800 euros. So that's the explanation why I paid 800 euros. But I'm gonna talk to the airline to have a little consideration for that later. Hey guys, so now I arrived in Dubai and my flight will be still in 3 hours. There's a lot of Filipinos here all over the airport. Okay guys, I'm going to my gate and I'll see you guys later. So this is the duty free in Dubai. So where you can find like a lot of stuff tax free. And my gate will be on the gate will be in the C22. So let's go. So colorful at this hour of the night. I actually found my gate very easily, and we still have 3 hours to wait until our flight, but our Kailians are very excited to go home to the Philippines. So as you can see, there's a long line. I decided to wait until the line gets shorter before I fall in line. So, syempre, nakinig muna ako ng chismisan ng mga Pilipino. So this is actually the picture that I took while I was entering our plane. And as you can see, it's a whole picture of an Emirates airline planes. And there was a woman with her daughter who was not very happy about it. And she said, oh my god, it's just a plane. What's the big deal of that plane? What was so special about that plane that I have to take a picture, then they have to adjust for me? Actually, taking that picture, it only took me like 2 seconds. So I don't think I created a lot of trouble for this mother and daughter going inside the plane. Well, just a piece of advice. Sana po na napapanood nyo tong video na to. I think we need to be happy because life is short. Yun lang. World peace and love. Huwag po tayong masyadong bitter sa mga nakikita natin. Kasi di natin alam yung mga ginagawa nila is yun lang yung happiness nila. And isa pa, what you told me, excuse me, do you even know me? I heard that. So I hope you're really listening to yourself because you know you're giving an example to your daughter.
Hello, it's me.
Alright mga Kailians, back to our guidelines. By the time the plane already took off, A flight stewardess will distribute you 3 pieces of paper. Here they are. It is best that you already fill out those pieces of paper once the flight stewardess gave them to you. Itago po natin ang mga papel na ito, wag po nating iwala kasi kailangan po natin ito kapag lumapag na tayo sa Pilipinas.
One eternity later.
Welcome to Clark International Airport, where the local time is 3:30 in the afternoon, and the temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. Please keep your seatbelt fastened.
Maligayang pagdating sa Clark kung saan ang lokal na oras ay 30 minuto makalipas ang alas 3 ng hapon. Para sa inyong kaginhawaan ng kaligtasan, manatiling nakaupo habang nakakakit ang inyong seatbelt hanggang tuluyang huminto ang eroplano at ang padala sa pagkabit ng seatbelt ay hindi na nakailaw. Sa mga gustong gumamit ng mobile phone, maaari nyo na po itong gamitin. Bago lisanin ng eroplano, siguraduhin na
Paglabas po natin ng eroplano, tatanungin po tayo ng mga personnel kung tayo po ay OFW o hindi. So like I told you in the beginning, I'm talking about the requirements for non-OFWs like me. First, they'll ask you the health declaration card that the cabin crew already gave you in the plane. Next, they'll ask you about the affidavit of undertaking that you have already downloaded and signed before you travel going to the Philippines. You can download this from the Bureau of Immigration website, or you can download it from your destination airport in the Philippines. Next, you need to scan this code with your smartphone. Don't worry, a personnel will help you to fill up the form once you are in the website. And the second step, you are going to fall in line in this booth, and then they will ask you to provide the following: your CIF or ECIF form that you just have filled up using your smartphone earlier, your passport, your affidavit of undertaking, and your hotel booking or voucher. After submitting all the documents, you will receive a receipt like this. Don't lose it, keep it. After I submitted all the documents in the booth, I was directed to pay my PCR test at the cashier for 4,000 pesos because I'm not an OFW and I have to shoulder also my swab test. And the last step was to go to this barcode issuance. I have to present my passport so they could put some sticker barcodes on it. The PADCAP people who will do my PCR test on the 6th day of my quarantine will come to my hotel and they will be needing these barcodes, so please don't lose them.
One eternity later.
After you claim all your luggages, you can now go out of the customs. There will be someone waiting for you and ask you if you're an OFW or not. If you say you're not an OFW, a worker will go out of the departure gate and he will seek for your hotel quarantine driver. Guys, I'm on the way to my hotel. I'm now in the hotel. Guys, so I just arrived freshly from the airport and I'm now in my quarantine hotel. I just took up my shoes and I'm going to show you around my hotel before I take a shower and take a nap. Behind me is the entrance door. There you go. And here you can see the shower. Well, look at that. May mga hair. Hindi nalinis yung medyo madumi siya. Madumi. Ayaw ma-open. Anyway, ito yung wardrobe. Okay, and here you are. Grabe, nakakapagod. And you have a mini bar here. Oh, that's great. They have a water boiler. This is my bed. It's really nice. And charan! A very nice view outside. Nice. Hindi lang malinis yung window. Ayan.